Hello, and welcome to the From the Shadows podcast. I am the producer, Jason Lewis. I would like to thank you for tuning in to the From the Shadows podcast. And without further ado, here is your host, Shane Grove.
Hey, welcome to this week's episode of From the Shadows podcast. I'm your host, Shane Grove, and with me is super producer Jason. How's it going tonight, Jason?
Oh, doing just fine, Shane.
Hey, as we do our little introduction here for tonight's episode, which is the Clyde Paranormal Group there?
Yes.
Or the Clyde Paranormal Investigators?
Yeah, they're called the Clyde Paranormal Investigation.
All right, yeah.
Headed up by their leader, David Hirt.
David Hirt.
Spelled H-I-R-T.
And the fabulous Sydney.
Yes, the fabulous Sydney. She's very fabulous.
Well, hey, before we get into that, there's something we wanted to kind of touch base on that some people have reached out and asked us about, and that's about our theme song, the music playing leading into the episode and leading out. I've had a couple people ask me about it.
Oh, I've had a lot of people ask me about it. They love that song. They want to know what movie it came from. I told them, I said, we don't steal things at the From the Shadow podcast.
We create. Well, the kind of, even though I can talk about the song, we're bringing in a special guest here in the intro, one Mr. David Wade. David Wade, are you here with us?
I am sure here. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Well, it's always a fun time when we get to hang out with you. So, David, you know a little bit about the song that we use as our theme song here for the podcast. You wanna give everybody a little background on the song before we'll have a special treat for everybody. We're gonna play the song. So,
in its entirety, folks.
In its entirety, yep. So David, you want to give a little background on the song?
Sure. Well, this is David Wade. I do songwriting, artist management, production. My website's www.neondeuce.com. And I was blessed to get to write this song with some very cool people. Shane Grove.
We know
from the podcast there.
I think we know him. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and two other gentlemen from Nashville. One, Nolan Neal, who is had a #1 iTunes song with a remake of Tiny Dancer from his stint on The Voice. And then also Mike Allen, who is just a great songwriter, singer-songwriter, and that's Mike, A-L-A-N. And check him out on YouTube. I would not only recommend the song that we're talking about now, but another song that he did that's just amazing, and I just love it. It's called Next to You. He also had songs recorded by the rock band Saliva, and they're just great guys. And started off with Shane and I just kind of kicking around some ideas, talking about some things that we could write for movies and, your podcast and things. And like I said, we've just been really blessed to come up with some lyrics, to share those with Nolan and Mike, and come up with the track and kind of put everything together. And we've even had publishers in both Nashville and Los Angeles pitching the song for movies and other things. But we're just glad it landed in the podcast, and we think that it's going to have some other life to it in the future as well.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that some people listen to the podcast don't pay attention to the music. That's just the way it is. But the people that have and have contacted me, I've told them how to, go check out the song and stuff. And so as a little special treat for anybody, maybe it won't be a special treat, I don't know. But anybody that has not paid attention to the song, we're going to play it right now so you can check it out. And then when we're done listening to it, we'll let you know where you can go find the song.
Excellent. We really appreciate Mike Allen singing it. He just did a great job. His voice just goes so well with the music and just takes you somewhere kind of creepy.
Absolutely. Right, he did an excellent job with that.
All right, Jason, spin this record, man.
All right, without further delay, I've never been a DJ, but we're going to do this. Here we go, folks.
It's black and white, heaven and hell, where the things we want are not for sale. Hiding in the shadows, hiding in the shadows. It's a lack of love and shattered dreams. No thin lines, no in between. God only knows what's hiding in our shadows. Your mask, you've paid the price. Now collect your sacrifice. Hiding in the shadows, hiding in the shadows. It's a lack of love and shattered dreams. No thin lines, no in between. God only knows what's hiding in our shadows.
Every time we hear that song, it, you know what? It just creeps me out, man. Because Mike's voice is so bright for that kind of mood of a song. You know, I mean,
it fits perfectly.
Fits perfectly. And you know, Dave, you said that you know, we've had some publishers out there that have been pitching that song for movies, and I gotta be honest, I almost hope they don't get it put in a movie, because I'm pulling for us to be able to get my book series turned into a Netflix series, and that be the theme song. How cool would that be?
I think that would be great. Yeah. And just getting to work with Mike and Nolan, it's awesome. And like you say, Mike's voice just lends itself so well to that kind of eerie, spine shivering kind of things. And we're just pretty blessed to get to work with those guys.
And I will say that the payday for getting it on a Netflix series or a movie will be a lot higher than the payday than it being theme song to our podcast.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're still just lucky to have people listening to the song and liking the song, and I think it kind of creates the mood for your podcast.
Yes, it does. Yes,
yes,
it does. So,
it does.
So Jason, I think we're going to put this song up on our YouTube channel. You want to tell people how to find our YouTube channel?
Yes, just go to your search bar and go From the Shadows, and I notice it comes up. You don't. We've proliferated YouTube enough now that if you just put in From the Shadows, you'll see it because our logo will come up.
Do any of us really know what the word proliferated means?
Oh, absolutely, you do. We're all educated. Remember, we are listeners of the From the Shadows podcast, so we know that word.
Or our listeners do, but I didn't know the host. Any of us hosts knew what that word meant. So we'll. Thanks, David, for joining us tonight, telling us a little bit about the song, and we hope everybody checks it out. Goes to YouTube after. Going to have that up by the end of the weekend, maybe.
Yes, that sounds about right in the timeline. We have a couple interviews we got to do, but I should be able to get it up by it'll be Monday morning at the latest.
All right, cool. So go check out Mike Allen. Go check out Nolan Neal. Check out David Wade at Neon Deuce, and just let us know what you think of the song. We'd love to hear it. This is for many people. This will be the first time hearing it all the way through, and we're proud to share it with you because it's a fun project to be able to do something from paper and hear that well done. So thanks, David, for being a part of it. Thanks for coming on and talking about it. And
yes, David, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. This was quite a surprise for me. I didn't know this was going to happen up until this morning.
Well, hey, we're glad to do it. Check us out. Check out Nolan and Mike. And thank you, Shane, for just writing a good one. It's a good one. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, a final word. Please visit us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/From the Shadows Podcast, and on our Instagram page at Instagram.com/From the Shadows Podcast. You can visit our webpage at FromTheShadowsPodcast.GoDaddySites.com, or contribute to our Facebook discussion page called After the Shadows, and tweet us on our Twitter feed at twitter.com/podcast_from. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you all. Until next time, never shy away from the darkness or what may be lurking in the shadows. We are out.